Hey, Dimps. I actually got somebody. Yay. Girl, let's hope I don't make a mess of this. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Hello, D Hall. Welcome. Uh, I don't know how to look at the camera in the right spot. So you're going to see me looking all over the place. And then I have my iPad set up, and that's what I'm looking at so I can get the comments and stuff. I started to pull it up on my TV, but that meant I was going to have to turn around to look at the TV because it's over there. So we're going to see what this goes like. um, it's not a tutorial, but I'm actually making these, and they're for a craft show, a craft festival that's coming up at the end of the month. The Iris Festival is a big festival that happens here in Sumter every year, and it's a 3-day event. I'll have a booth set up, and it will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can for it. I know what all kind of stuff Dimps does. Um, what do you do, D Hall? D, what's your name? Hey, Carol. Welcome. Darlette. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I have stuff everywhere. That's why it's taken me so long to really try to go live because I'm constantly working on stuff, and because of that, I have piles of stuff in places all the time. We can thank Dimps for me having my channel up and everything because I was on one of her lives, and I had kind of set the channel up, and her sister Almond Brown went in there and she got my link and she threw it up on the screen, and almost everybody that was in the live with us went ahead and subscribed to my channel, and I was really thankful for that. Hey, Patrice. Yay. Dims, I told you I have two videos that I need to upload. One is where I ordered a crochet needle from Furls, but the other one is that other haul that I did at Hobby Lobby. Girl, is in 3 pieces, and I'm like, do I want to try to edit this, or would I rather just do the video over again? The only problem is to get those 3 pieces. I had already started it like 3 times before I even recorded those 3 pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and welcome people in as they come in, but I'm gonna start sewing in a little while because I need to get a lot of work done. I possibly should have put my camera in a different spot, but we're gonna see how this goes. Gonna put my iPad right back up in there so I can see it and read. And remember, I told you guys I don't know how to look at the camera. I put a little ring light thing on it to kind of like maybe steer me towards the camera a little bit. And my iPad is a little delayed. Okay, what I'm doing now, this stack is where I'm doing my X's. So I chain pieced and I did the X's in one direction, and stacked them up. And then I went through and I cut them apart. And now I'm changed and doing the X's in the other direction. Yes, Darlene, it's New Home, which is Janome. This is the Janome. My serger that I've had for 30 years that I need to get repaired is a New Home Janome, and my single needle embroidery machine is a Janome. And I have this lady who's holding a Janome, a cover stitch, and another serger because my serger I need to get repaired. But I'm gonna go get that other Janome, the other one from her, because the one I've been using lately is one that I borrowed. So, but I love Janome machines. Now, my six needle embroidery machine is a brother. You guys have to let me know if I start talking too fast because, as a rule, I do talk fast. And then let me also know if my machine is too loud. Um, Dimps, this is like the one I sent you. And the way I do mine is when I'm sewing, I usually keep it in my hands most of the time. Every so often I'll put it down, and when I do, where I put it is I have one of the little bathroom soap dishes, and I usually just lay it across the edge of it because I've got clips in it, and I just lay it across the edge of it when I'm not holding, when I'm not using it. So that might be an idea if you're finding a looking for a place for yours, and it just sits right here on the table, right in front of the edge of my machine. What are you guys doing? I know Dimps is at work. Patrice is probably blinging out some shirts. Hey, Aaron Brown, thank you. And thank you for getting my channel going for me. I did that first haul video, and then I was like, nobody's paying attention to me. And I happened to go back and I looked at it. At that time, I had 700 and something views on that video. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I had 80 something subscribers. So I was like, okay, I need to get on the ball and get this going. There are so many crafts that I do, and I've been doing them for so long that I know I can probably help somebody. As a matter of fact, I used to teach the scrapbooking classes, and I used to teach the knitting and crochet classes at our Michaels here years ago. Um, when I lived in Mississippi and I worked at our Hancock's, I also taught jewelry making classes. Oh, okay. Okay, Darlette. Um, I was watching somebody's video and they were doing the V stitch on a lot of things. Look, I'm from the time where I did certain stitches and stuff. I've done that stitch. I never called it a V stitch or something. It was way back when, and I just did the stitch. Kind of like in my mind as if I had made it up. But I've been watching people's videos and some of the stitches that they're naming certain things, and I was like, oh yeah, I used to do that. Hey Vivian, y'all don't look too close at my sewing. I, just like some cooks who don't measure and stuff like that. With a lot of my sewing, when I'm doing stuff, I've done it so long that I can just eyeball it, and um, if things get a little off, then I know how to go back in and fix it as I'm working through it. Now, if I was doing a tutorial, I would have to take the time to make sure that everything is spot on because I wouldn't want to teach somebody the wrong way. But when you've done stuff for so long, you come up with your own way of doing it. Yeah, Dimps. We may have to do a live together and work on them because they're real easy to do. It's just basically you cut squares of your fabric, you cut squares of your batting, and the batting that you want to use is the wrap and zap or any that's 100% cotton. I'm so glad that I got some people on. I didn't think enough people, would even take the time to catch my live. And I'm not talking a lot, but it's not that I'm ignoring you. This is a live, but it's also a work with me because I need to get these finished. Now, Dims, the batting that I'm using is called Wrap and Zap. It's 100% cotton, and it's so that these can be put in the microwave. Um, you have to use your fabric has to be 100% cotton. Your batting has to be 100% cotton, and you have to use 100% cotton thread. So everything has to be all cotton for it to go in the microwave. Okay, You can, I mean, you can go somewhere like Walmart or some of the places that sell the 100% cotton batting. That's not the Wrap and Zap. I think the Wrap and Zap might be just a little bit more expensive. But if you do, hey, unbiased, hey, Rachel, how are you? Um, you have to use the one that does not have any scrimp in it, and that's kind of like little, it's little pieces of plastic like things in it that if you put that in the microwave, it could catch on fire. So if you just go and buy just 100% cotton batting, be sure it's the kind that does not have scrimp. The easiest way to do it is just to get the bag of Wrap and Zap. Wrap and Zap comes in a piece that's is a yard by 45 inches, and it can cut out. You can get 6 bowl cozies out of it, and at Hobby Lobby, it's only like $5 for the pack. Hey, Sean, welcome. Okay, Rachel. Thank you, Dips. I knew Dips would take care of me. I like that about her. Y'all have to forgive my head, me having my head turned. I'm still learning how to place my camera and everything. Um, it's gonna get better as I learn what I'm doing. At some point, I'll set it up. I've already set up StreamYard on my computer, but I didn't want to fool with trying to do it and bring in my computer because my laptop's on the other side of the room, and I said maybe next time I'll go ahead and get it so then I can set up more than one camera. But right now, as I'm learning, I thought this was going to be the best way to do it. Rachel, have you done any bowl cozies? And for anybody just coming in, these are what I'm making. They're so that you can put a bowl in it and put the bowl in your microwave. So that when you put it in the microwave and it gets through heat and you pick it up like this and you won't burn your hands. It's a Genome. It says New Home, but New Home is also Genome. And this machine I've had for about 20 years. Hey, Brianna. That's my daughter's name. And she's also a Brianna G because our last name is Gray. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to end up doing is I've got to do some darts in it to make it take on the right shape. And there are official ways to do it where you measure this way and you measure that way and you make your little mark. And then for some, I've even made a little wedge that's 1 inch by 2 inches. I don't know where I put it. And rather than cut another one, I looked on my machine and I realized that right here, if I put this in so that this tip is right here, that's my 1 inch. So all I do now is when I'm doing it is I just lay this here. Mark my 2 inches. Position that right there for my 1 inch. And then I don't have to do all of that measure. Okay, it helps too if you don't run out of bobbin thread. But I have 2 more wound sitting right here waiting on me. Which blanket? Did you my quilt or this that started as a blanket but became a shawl? I just decided to just turn it into a shawl. A scarf, I mean. Oh, oh, that is my Brianna. That's why she wanted to make sure she closed the door when she walked out so she could sneak in and could talk. Hello, she knows how to crochet. If she wants that finished as a blanket, she can come get it and come get the rest of the yarn and she can finish it. But I got lazy and turned it into a scarf, into a yeah, a scarf. But you don't look any crazier than I do, and you know I look crazy all the time. Look at you, y'all. Come on, this girl would have put her some hair on and everything. She put
You
some
expose me like that.
She put some hair on and everything. Cause she was sure sitting in there with her short haircut like mine.
I was in the chat for a while. You were
I
like,
didn't realize that that was you.
you were like, Brianna G. Oh, my daughter's a Brianna G too. I'm like, dang.
Them says hey.
Oh, you have it right there. Okay.
And it's slower. It's
Mhm.
like a lag from here and everything. Y'all, my daughter is a whole hot mess.
Me?
Rachel, you talking about my glasses?
Yeah, you need to put them on.
But I don't need them to see.
Yes, you do. Alright, home.
All right, let me put some eyeballs on. She's gone now, that child. Okay. blanket, yeah. I started this blanket, what, about 6 years ago? And then I got bored with it. But she has another one that I made her that has the same colors. I made it for her when I think she was still in elementary school, and she still has it in there in her closet. Rachel, clean? Yeah, right here in this little space. And before I turned the camera on, I was picking up the stuff and moving it, and I moved it over there so y'all can't see it. But one of these days, I said that I am going to pick stuff up enough to where I can kind of like do my room. Because there's a lot crammed into this little room. I've got like my sewing machine and stuff here. Then I've got yarn there, and I've got jewelry making stuff, and I've got some resin and epoxy stuff, and then my TV with the cubes and storage under it. Then all of my rhinestones and diamond painting and stuff is in that corner, was in that area, and my cricket and my silhouette are in that corner. And then when you come across this way, you run into my heat press, and all. Then my desk with my computer and stuff on it is in the other corner. And then when you come around this way, I've got like some art supplies that I like having by my desk, like for doing um junk journals and stuff like that, some different paints and stuff. And then I've got my single needle embroidery machine, my cover stitch, my serger, my six needle, and then my glitter and stuff is what's on the wall in this spot. And then right behind me in the middle of the room is my long arm quilting machine. And then I have stuff stuck under it, like on the far side are my printers and stuff. And then on this side is like some of my quilting fabrics and stuff, and then some of my knits for kids' clothes. And then I have on this last end I have a section where I have stuff for handbag make for making handbags and the um twists and the clasps and the zippers and stuff for handbag making. And then I have other stuff shoved in under different little areas here. But I tried to do it neatly, so we'll see. I did too, Debs. She ain't not trying to make me out to be boo boo fool. What's your new toy? Hey, Angela. What's your new toy, Rachel? I'm so glad you guys came to join me, though. This is showing me that I didn't set my stitch length back um, when I turned my machine back on. The stitch is kind of small and it's going through all of this. I do want another machine. I've had this one for so long. I want one now that has uh the thread cutter and stuff on it. Because that's gonna come in handy like when I really start trying to do quilt squares and stuff, quilt blocks. Rachel, I don't have a pattern. I just I cut 10-inch squares out of the fabric and then 10-inch squares out of the batting. Um, and I do the X across the corners. And then what you do after that is you know, you match it up. Now this one, I did this stack. I did 10-inch for the fabric and 9.5-inch for the batting. So some of it wouldn't be as much in the seams. And then you're gonna make your little mark that's 1 inch here and 2 inches here, and then just do your seam there. And after I do that, I come back through and I trim them down to like it's about an eighth of an I mean about a quarter of an inch. Or if you want to, you can cut it first and then do your seam. Some people do the cut and then do um a quarter of an inch seam after they do the cut. I do my stitches on what would be the line. And then after you do that, then you're gonna put them um, right sides together and sew all the way around, leaving your space. You'll turn it inside out, and then after you turn it, you just go back through and you top stitch all the way around. These I need to press them. If you're one of those people who press as you go, it lays down a little bit flatter. But I match my seams down, press them down as hard as I can. Sometimes if it's giving me a little bit of trouble, I'll use like a little roller on it, but I just press it down and then I top stitch it all the way around. And then like I said, I'll go back and I'll go back and press them all before I have them to set up on my table. I'm hoping to have at least 30 of them on my table. And then the other thing I'm wanting to do is, I don't even know where the one is that I already have done, but I'm planning to crochet some um, soap sacks. It's like I'll use cotton and you just put your bar of soap down in it. And it's basically a washcloth with soap wrapped in it, if you want. And then I'm going to also crochet some washcloths. There are several videos on doing them. Um a lot of them who do them, there is this template that you can buy, but I'm like, I'm not paying 20 something dollars for a template that's just I can just, you know, do it like this myself, because the template has curved edges and all you have to do is just trim your edges and stuff. But they do have a template that you can buy. But there are several. I watched several videos of people who just did them the way I'm doing them because I was wanting to be sure that I was doing it the right way. Hey, Maritza. Hey, Kobe. Yeah, Kobe is my son that I didn't give birth to. He and my daughter have been friends since high school. That's right, Rachel. Now I'll pay for my tools and stuff. I mean, I like nice tools to work with, but I'm not gonna pay for something that um I don't have to. Because to be really honest, this is the You know the chopping mats that we've been using to put the bling templates on. And all I have to do is just finish drawing this out, curve my edge, and I'll have that thing. And the one that they have is similar to this. And all this is a corner template. And so all I have to do is I can just do the corner on any template that I want to use and make my own template. You know, the only difference is they're out of the stiff template like this to where you can use your rotary cutter around them. I use my rotary cutter with this. I use that one sometimes when I'm doing baby blankets. When I'm embroidering and I'm wanting to make sure I place the name in the corner the right way. Thanks, Bree. Your sister ought to be in here watching. Yeah, your dad he was right. And like tools, see, I have everything that I need while I'm at my machine, sitting right here at my machine. And then the rest of them I have in you know the carts that you can get at Michael's, like the Rascar that comes from IKEA. I have one of them sitting here, and it has like my bigger scissors and um the rest of my bodkins and stuff, because I have um this bodkin right here, and then I have this also, and they're like right here, and then I have my clover one over in my other cart because it's plastic, and I figure if I stick it in here, I may end up putting too much pressure on it and break it because there's so many other things in here. So I keep it right beside me right here in this cart. Uh-oh. I'm like you. I need to see that. I need to see that craft room too. Dims, I have an extra one. Message me to remind me, and I can go ahead and get one off to you. Yeah, I have an extra one, right here. Look at my dog. Thank you. I guess when I figure it out, I have to make you a moderator. And of course, Dips knows she's a moderator on everybody's channel that she's on. Rachel, this is what it looks like. And you open it on this end. When I'm looking at it right. Okay. You open it on this end. Let me grab a piece of elastic. thought I had a piece of elastic over here close by. I didn't. So I've got some ribbon, and what you do is you clip your elastic or whatever in right here, and then this is flexible, so that when you run it through, you can run it through and it'll follow your curves. It's just that you have to make sure that you have a channel big enough for this whole thing to go through, which most of the time, you know, we do. So that's the way that one goes. But yeah, with Dimps when doing her scrunchies and stuff, this one would come in even better because I've got the metal one, which is the little one like this. But this for those type of things works even better. But I know I have one extra one, and I said I'll send it to Dimps. Um, but I got these I think at Hobby Lobby, possibly. But they have them at Joann's and everywhere too, because they're the Clover brand. I might have another one, Rachel, and if I do, um, I'll reach out and get your address, and I'll send you the other one because right, I mean, I think they went on sale at Amazon, and I think when I bought the one that I showed before, I think I bought two, but I'll have to find it because I only see the one. But I think I may have bought two more then. Like I've had this one forever. Hey, Fabulous. I'm sorry if somebody else came in and I didn't say hey. Hey, Miss Viola. Great, I've got 12 people. Oh, I think I figured out how to. I think I figured out how to make a moderator. I did, yay! Okay, I made my daughter, um, Dimps, and Unbiased as moderators. A good nylon thread. Um, I have one that I. Let's see, it's this bonded nylon. No, this is 100% polyester too. Um, I really don't know a good nylon thread. I've been meaning to start looking at some, but the only ones I have come across have been from a couple of the bag makers that I watch, just like Saya Swag. She um she sells a thread. I can't remember if hers is abundant nylon or if hers is abundant polyester. But she does handbags, and so that's the one she used. But I use I use my embroidery thread, my polyester embroidery thread. It works on handbags. And I also use it. That's what I've been playing around with on my long arm, because a lot of people who do long arm quilting use the polyester thread. That thread is with, like with the embroidery machines, where it takes the fast needles and everything. So it's made to withstand that, which is the same way it is with the embroidery machine, with the long arm quilting machine. So that's the same threads that I use. I'm so glad to see you guys in. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm I haven't completed one yet. I want to wish Mother's Day to all that it applies to also. Free, how's Kobe watching me? Yeah, Dibs. when I watched yours earlier, and you kept asking who's going live, who's going live. I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna get bold and brave enough to do it. Now, Rachel, I'm not on StreamYard now. Um, I I mean, I have it set up and everything on my laptop, but I haven't learned how to use it or anything. The next time I do one, I'm gonna try to go ahead and use StreamYard so that I can have, you know how you guys do the camera on you and the camera on your equipment and stuff. That's what I plan to do. But I need to play around and experiment with how to do it. Dims, I didn't know for sure I was gonna go. Then I had to build myself up, and then I was clearing stuff away, and then I told my dad I was like, I think I'm gonna go live. uh, Dims, did you send the link to Miss Mary Brown or the link to the notification? I can't remember if she's one of my subscribers, and I think she is. But the reason I was wanting her to get it is um my baby is in here, but she doesn't know. But Miss Mary Brown is her cousin. Okay, but yeah, she's one of her. She's her dad's cousin. She's not in it yet, Punk Brie. But I think she's one of my subscribers though. Uh, and I think Miss Viola is her aunt, is Mary's aunt. She's one of your dad's friends on Facebook too. Yeah, Miss Viola, that's what I was saying, that you're her aunt. We happened to discover that once when we were in one of Eve's chats in Baby's Booty chat, something came up, and then I don't remember how um, we discovered that, but we discovered that she was related to my ex husband. You too, Patrice. Um, Brianna, that's in here, that my daughter that's in here. Um, don't let her make y'all think that she's just sitting back. Uh, she's talented too. She at one point was teaching the sip and paint classes here. We had a business called Corking Canvas, and she taught the painting classes, and she didn't do the ones where the design was already drawn on whatever. When you got it, you got a blank canvas, and by the end of the evening you had painted whatever that picture was. And she had several people who came in and they would always, oh, I can't paint, and they would be so proud of themselves when they got finished because they actually painted the painting that she had set for the class. Except for this one little girl who painted a really off picture. She while she was working there too, she also did the she did birthday parties where she took the paint supplies and stuff out and she set up at people's houses and did the thing as a birthday party. I've been trying to get her to go out on her own and do it, but she just hasn't um, gotten up to doing it yet, especially with us still recovering from the pandemic and everything. We even have two names set up for her. I told her group therapy could be one, and then the other choice that she laughed about was hers was, what is it? Breeze. What did you have? Breeze, bottles, and brushes. I think it was what she had. Breeze, bottles, and brushes. My um my oldest daughter um crochets like crazy. She was the one where people who say that they can't crochet and stuff. She's a good example. When I taught, because I taught all three of my kids to crochet. When I taught her, um, she was 10. I taught each of them when they were around 10. She was too busy for it then. But after she had her two girls, um, she decided that she was ready to get back into it. And now her crochet and yarn addiction is much, much worse than mine. I mean, she has an entire wall of yarn. I have one section of a wall. She has an entire wall. Probably they would truly appreciate them, Brie, if I had done them. They may see them and decide to do their own. Dips, you need to see. Oh, girl, you need to see these boots. I told her I'm gonna have to see if I can get my legs in these boots, and I'm gonna come up with me an outfit to wear. And I have to make her um, I have to make her a corset, a denim corset, And we've decided that, come on, look, I found some more of my denim.
Oh, let me turn you off right here.
I found some more denim.
Ooh. I'll let you show them off.
They don't bling like the baby's booty, but they still bling.
You gotta do it in more low light.
You come here. Let me back up and you
Hang on.
get up
Let
here and
me
do it.
adjust your light here.
It's at the very tip, the front tip. I was gonna say, do I need to take this off of it?
No.
Let me hold.
You should be able to get some of the shine. Yeah. And see whatever, I'm gonna change your lights in.
Yeah.
It washes you out.
Do what you need to do to help me. You know I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm almost chocolate brown
How
right
do I
there.
change it to the... This is the one that changes to the different shades of light, right?
You have to hold it for a second. If you just lightly tap it and move your hand, it goes off. But you have to tap it and hold it a little bit longer for it to go to the different settings. There.
There we go. You can go ahead and keep on talking.
Yeah, Rachel just told me that I might as well turn this machine off and just talk to me. But the thing is I'm gonna be looking cockeyed because I tried to put this here to remind me to look right here and not look at myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I keep doing is looking at myself. Hmm?
That's okay.
Hey, that's the mirror brown I was talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, hey, Miss Mary. Come squat down.
Oh, look at this.
I got your cousin in here. This is Sammy's youngest daughter.
Oh, I'm too close to the camera.
Hit show, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's already.
The girl, Demps is quick on the trigger as a moderator. She is one of the best moderators. But she said, "Hey, cousin."
Hey.
This is my. She's also my ride or die. When I make a move, she's right there with me. When I celebrated my 60th birthday in Aruba, you know who was sitting there sharing drinks with me. I actually live in Sumter, South Carolina. I live about 2 hours or so from Eve, as a matter of fact. I said I need to head to Charlotte to meet her, because since I didn't get to meet up with her last year. Which way you coming from, Rachel? Because I know y'all went to Charlotte last year. Look you in her swiping. Oh, just your boots. Oh, really? What part of Louisiana? Because my family is in Mississippi. I thought about some of the times I've missed the last couple of orders because I've been buying other stuff, but I've been tempted to tell her, look, I can come get mine. And like you were saying that you had gone to IKEA and you were wanting to go to the container store, I wouldn't mind going to the container store too. Oh, okay. Yeah. My daughter that was just in here, she actually went attended college at Loyola for 2 years in New Orleans. And then she transferred and moved back here to the state, and she finished at the college here. Hey, Lena Doyle. Congratulations on getting that shirt last night. That shirt was nice. Let me put my eyeballs back on before I get fussed at. Bree, we going to New Orleans next year, baby. Did you just see that your family reunion is in New Orleans? Miss Mary, y'all do it every other year, don't you? Um, they're not mini quilts. What it is they are quilt blogs. But um, when I lived in Mississippi, I was part of a quilt guild. Um, and one of the things they gave us was a block of the month, and it had like 25 blocks in it, and that was where I started them. I got the 5 here, and then there's 6 that's clipped together at the top. And the thing is at that time I was still doing a lot of hand quilting, whenever I could. So those 6 are where I started hand quilting the blocks. And then these are where I started machine quilting the blocks. I used to square them all up and everything. But there's like 25, and then I moved here, and I lost the patterns. I think I have a container that still has a lot of my quilting stuff in it, and it might be in it, but these are what I have done, and I took them out because I might go ahead and just finish them up and put them together. I may do one more so that it'll be an even 12 in the quilt, and I might go ahead and just put them together and do one quilt since I already have those pretty much done. Child, if you could see the backs of some of them. And do you know that Dollar Tree sells quilting squares and stuff? I have a set of um jelly rolls and fat quarters that I got from there yesterday. They're in the blue aisle, the aisle that's like the $3 to $5 aisle is where they are. I found that out Thursday when I started going to a group here that's kind of like a quilt guild, but it's Thimble Thursday. And one of the ladies was in there and she was finishing up a quilt. And she said that's where she had gotten her blocks. And she said that's where she get all of her blocks. And she said every Dollar General here that she's been to has had them. And so I took a chance and went in there yesterday and found some. The ones that I found were these are the ones that I found. Um, they're all animal prints and they're like gray and black. And then I found the matching jelly roll. I found the matching jelly roll. And then I just got some plain um, black, white, and gray to go with it. And I'm going to end up putting them together and possibly coming out with like a smaller quilt and stuff. They're 100% cotton, and they actually feel like all of my other cotton, like what I got from Hobby Lobby and all. So I'm thinking they are. I haven't actually pulled any of them out to see if they're see through, but they don't feel like they're see through. They feel like they're nice quality cotton. And her quilt that she had looked nice quality. As a matter of fact, though, one of the ones that she had, it looks like I've seen the same fabric at Hobby Lobby. Thank you, baby girl. Oh yeah, that's nice and thick cotton. Hmm. Yeah, that's a nice thick cotton. Thank you. I've noticed a lot of us purple is our favorite color. And see, and that's the of course this one is my favorite one. That's right, Miss Mary Royalty. Where do you get your African print fabrics, because that's my other favorite fabrics is African print. I have some, but I've noticed that you use them a good bit too. You see, I've kind of taken you up on the machine. I finally let it go for a little while. Got something I was going to show Dimps. I have a crochet project that I was going to show Dimps. Okay, yes. Because I've been watching quilter T Quilts, and she has started putting together, and she's been selling African print fabric bundles, and I was thinking about getting some from her. What I have, most of what I have, I got from um, Hobby Lobby, um, Hancock's when they were still there. So some of it is that old, and just you know, fabric stores. Dimps, we were talking about embroidery that day when you were in Hobby Lobby, and I was telling you that I was working on um, a simple cap and scarf that I was going to eventually do a tutorial on. And see, this is just a plain crochet, you know, cap. I still got my thread that I need to weave in. And like this one's a little bit bigger, but I like to do this with it, But then it was also at the time I still had more hair, so it was to where all of my hair would be covered under there and everything. And then this is where I was working on the scarf. And I think what I've decided is I'm going to end up, instead of making a full scarf, I'm going to do the one that I saw where it goes like this, and it's a cowl, and you do buttons. You do buttons along this side right here. So it'll have like 3 buttons, and basically this is the way it is. This is what you got. You get. And I said I'm gonna possibly do a tutorial video on that, on this. It's one of the fabrics I got in my Hobby Lobby haul. I mean, one of the yarns. And then there was another one that I had started that was a little different. It's um it's crocheted too, but the way it's ribbed, it almost looks like it's going to be knitted. So I'm going to finish this one too. Let's see, that's a different one. So um, I'm going to go back and finish this one, but it looks a little like tweed. Try to make myself get busy. My problem is though, is I sit down to work and I don't turn the camera on. Um, I was working on my diamond painting the other day, and it's sitting up across over there, and I was sitting there putting them on, and I was like, you should have the camera on. You should have the camera set up and on. And I was like, yeah, okay, but I just didn't ever turn it on. Talking about African print fabrics. Um, this is kind of a quilt top that I did, but it's the one where you do it when you don't want to cut your fabric up into a bunch of little pieces. So it's like this is that one. It's like I like the fabric design, and so I didn't want to cut it up into a bunch of little pieces. I wanted to be able to see the design in the quilt, and so I did it like this. But um, I haven't decided what I'm putting on the back of it yet. So now that I got my machine, I need to hurry up and learn how to use it so that I can go ahead and finish this one and quilt it. I've got several different ones, and then I've got like some of the panels and stuff. And I have some of the panels that's like the pillow size panels and stuff too. Just need to take the time to do something with them. Y'all know we stash everything. Thank you, ladies. Hey, Uni. Hey, Jess. How you doing? I I like that 40 ounce. I need to. I might need to order me a couple of those to do just for me and my daughter before we go on our next cruise. Oh, you want to see what my stitching looks like? This is the wrong side. It's just the basic seams. Mm-mm. This is this is just regular sewing machine. The regular. It should have been 1/4 inch seams, but because of what I was doing, I think I may have like the 1/2 inch seam on them. I do want to start using my serger to see if I can use the serger to piece my tops instead. But no, it's just straight seam on your sewing machine. Most people don't serge with quilting. Yet this shirt is so old. It's one of the first ones that I did when I was learning to one of the first ones that when I was learning to do my shirts and stuff, and I was using an easy press. And now it's I think this might have been like even cricket vinyl and everything, and now everything is starting to peel off and everything. But it's what possibly almost it might be almost 10 years old. And I wash it constantly. Yeah, you can do a quilt. But see, I like doing it that way though because you don't with that one you don't have a bunch of little pieces. And with that one, all you have to do is you just work on doing your straight seams, and then after that is when you start like, going through the cutting little pieces and doing stuff like that. You know, you can't hear me. Are you guys having trouble hearing me now? Oh, oh, okay, okay. I'm so glad you guys came out to hang out with me, though. Like I said, I didn't think I would get many people on here, and I was like, you know, I'll go in, and if people show up, uh, oh, okay. I was like, if people show up, they show up. If not, I'll be on for just a little while. And if don't nobody show up, then I'll just go ahead and turn it off and do my work. Thank you, fabulous. So, Bias, you're gonna do your mini quilt. But yeah, overlook the fact that I use it as a place to basically a table. But this is Stella right here. And right now, the way she's set up, uh, rhinestone too. I have her set up like this with just two fat quarters on it, just for me to practice learning how to stitch and everything on it. And you just basically learn how to stitch, because I'm still new with all of it. It's not a new machine, it's a new to me machine. But once I learn how to make it work properly and everything, we mean business. Because I have children and grandchildren that I need to do quilts for. But like right now, it's sitting here. I got my rulers and stuff sitting here because it's it took up the space of one of my table. So I was like, that's fine, because then I can use it as a table too. And then I have like fabrics and stuff stored underneath it. Yeah, Dempsey did. She I think when she was made the comment about oh, she's back. I was gonna say she had said that she was gonna bug people for the last time, so I thought she was getting off then. But no, she said she back. And yeah, her name has been going off my shirt. It's the one that was right here on the end. Oops. Bye, Carol. Thank you for coming by. But yeah, all these names. They done had it rough. It was before I really learned about um, doing it as the knockout, so that the names also were straight on the shirt, and they're like layered on top. It's the vinyl layered on top of vinyl, and it really didn't adhere real well. It did then, but since then it's like they came up, because you can even see how they're peeling. You know, now it's like they're just peeling off. So I'm gonna end up making me a rhinestone mama shirt to take its place. It was sticking out. It was gonna fall off. Bias. It's funny that you said that, because my other daughter is upset with her because Bree inherited the titty, but she didn't. She got the booty. But now, she didn't so much get that from me. My mother in law, I mean, my mother in law makes me look like I'm flat chested. Yeah, you know her, don't you, Mary? At Eloy, she had a set. And Bree actually, she actually reminds me a lot of Eloise. She's her grandma up and down. I need to clone me. I've got so much work that I need to do and so much that I want to do. She did. And do you know those her nails? Because she kept them on that one hand. Those nails are in a little pack with my ex-husband. When I had my son Jeffrey, she was so in love with that boy. That was her baby. She cut her fingernails so she could babysit him. That's just how crazy about him that she was. She cut her nails so she could babysit him. And they were in, and she put them in a pack. And after she passed, when they were going through her house and stuff, my ex husband got them, and he keeps them. And this child of mine has nail supplies, just like I told you. She does her art. She can do some nails. She can do some nails. She changes her nails constantly. A few times I had her to do mine, and then I told her a couple days ago that I'm gonna end up having her do me like just some French tips or something, so that I won't be too embarrassed to put my hand in front of the camera. But Brie loves her fingernails and her shoes. Those Eloise, her nails and her shoes. And then my ex got upset with me because I started her with the magenta hair. I had it was a actually a dark purple supposedly, and I had dyed my hair with it. And see, my hair was jet black at the time, so all you could see is in the sunlight you could see the little hints of purple. So she got some of it and she dyed her hair. I remember her hair was gray, and when she dyed hers came out as magenta, and she fell in love with it, and that's the way she kept doing her hair. And he hated that color for her hair, but it was her. It was so her. The ashy gang. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and get off so I can get some more of my work done. I was just taking a chance on going live so I can get started doing it. I have to start somewhere. And I am so pleased with my turnout. You know, it wasn't in the hundreds, but that's a good thing in a way for it to be my first one, for me to learn what I'm doing. All right, thank you guys. I really thank you, Patrice. Girl, I love watching you all the time. And it's like when y'all are on, a lot of the times I'm on and I'm not commenting because I I'm doing stuff. And so what I do is I put you up on my TV and you're going. And so I'll pull you up on my phone and go on there long enough to say hi. Um, to let y'all know that I am in there. And then I go ahead and I get to working and I be on until y'all get off. Because there's a lot of times that I've been on though and not even said anything. Um, I just come on because I have to have something going while I'm working. Um, and y'all are good company, and it keeps me working and keeps me going. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to get off, and I won't let this be my last time. And then Dimps, I am gonna go ahead and get those other videos up and everything because they're just sitting here in my phone, just waiting. The other one that I'm gonna actually edit it. It may not be perfect editing, but it's gonna be edited enough for me to put it up and combined and everything. Girl, yes, we will have to have them stay with me so that when we go on our next cruise, they're right there with us. You too, fabulous. And everybody, thank you for joining me. And ladies, have an absolutely glorious Mother's Day. You know, me and my baby, we're going to figure out what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Bye.